The podcast you are listening to of Holmberg's Morning Sickness is brought to you by my friends at Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meet, mesquite, repeat. Trust me on this one. You've had barbecue before, but you haven't had it this good. Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale, ericsfamilybbq.com.
Eric's Family Barbecue has arrived and is simply the best barbecue in Arizona. Come satisfy your taste buds with meats that are smoked over mesquite wood and sides that are made with fresh ingredients and tons of love. They have the best, juiciest brisket, pulled pork, rib sausage, turkey, or everyone's favorite, the Pitmaster Sampler that includes all the meat and 4 sides, mac and cheese, potato salad, coleslaw, corn, or beans, yum. And for dessert, try some creamy banana pudding, amazing. Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meat, mesquite, repeat. Make the trip, you won't be sorry. Dine in or take it to go. Go to ericsfamilybbq.com for more info.
Holmberg's Morning Sickness.
Hear the words you say sometimes? I mean, who talks like that?
98 KUPD.
I got a guy who emailed me and said, I went to the Mark Maron show last night, and he said that whole vaccine thing, they act like it's a big thing. It's not. They asked me for a vaccine card, no ID, no nothing. I just went in. And I'm like, that's probably how it is. They don't want to give you a hassle at the door. None of those people working there want to make trouble.
Plus, they want your money.
Right. They're not. Look, Mark Maron wants you to be vaccinated.
Yeah.
So basically what we're saying is, you can get through this. Yeah. This isn't a gauntlet you're going to have to do too many jumps for. Brett Ernst, however, forget about it.
You don't care.
Be careful. You'll end up in a worse situation than COVID. Just avoid that garage. There you go. It's time now for the entertainment drill. Oh, and yeah, that's right. Entertainment drill is brought to you by our friends at reactdefense.com, the home of Tactical Black, self-defense training. We talked to Flip Orley yesterday. I talked to another guy. I was at Bridget's Bar. By the way, I used to do my visit to Swizz, but since I've been removed from that facility.
Do you visit the bridge?
Now I'm going to do my visit the bridge. Even though it's not walking distance or close stretch, it's. I was there yesterday. A friend of mine asked me to meet him for a drink, and I did. And I went to the Bridget's, the visit the bridge. And the dude next to me is like, I didn't want to hassle you, but I love the show. I'm like, you're not hassling me at all. And he goes, Tactical Black thing. Is it all it's cracked up to be? And I'm like, are you crazy? And I started getting excited talking about it because I'm a conceal guy, but nobody's getting this from me. And I'm like,
sure.
Why?
And you're like, take him down to see Tony.
Yeah, why do you say that? Yeah, I wanted to, but I wasn't going to do that because what if he's right and then he kills me? What if he is really well trained? You don't think about those things. So I'm like, yeah,
next week we'll have to be like, oh, it didn't work all that well. Obviously, sorry.
No, he was really good at it. I didn't know. But I told him, I said, you think that because you feel strong and powerful with that thing on your hip, but bad guy's got bad intentions. He said, when you're least expecting it, somebody could reach up and grab that. There's a whole thing on right now online of a guy who gets shot by the cops. It ain't a cool video. I don't know what the cops were doing stopping this guy from jaywalking, but he attacks the cops, and in the middle of the video, he's got my gun. Because police aren't, they need to be trained better as far as retention goes. So I told this guy about it yesterday, and he's like, really? And I'm like, yeah, you feel like you can do it until somebody tries to take it. And there you go. Then you're like, Brett went with me. He knows. Mm-hmm. It's like weird. Absolutely. Because I didn't realize how hard it is to hold on to that while you're getting punched or whatever else is going on. You want to make sure that gun stays put. That's the most, for people who carry, that is probably the single greatest thing they do. On top of it all, you learn all the great things about, long gun and handgun and knife. The knife stuff's my favorite by far. I love that. But there's so many different variations of what can go goofy in a situation on the streets, and you need to know what you're capable of. Put yourself into the test and say, what can I do? The guy was really confident yesterday saying, I'd be fine if somebody tried to do that. All right, go see. Because these guys know how to make it so you'll be like, maybe I'm not so fine. Everyone who carries should have to go through this class. I truly believe that. So that thing never leaves your possession. And at least get you in the frame of mind that's right. I get excited about it. Doing my biz at the bridge yesterday. Awesome. Yesterday I was at Bridget's Brady. It was pretty solid. I'm telling people about Tactical Black. I'm shilling away. And he goes, a lot of people just get paid money and talk about their thing like it's great. And I'm like, I actually do it. So I'm wearing a shirt today. It says Tactical Black on it. I actually do it. So I sold the guy on the idea that it's not all garbage. I'm actually getting it done too. So head on out there. Phoenix, Glendale, Chandler. Get to reactdefense.com. Check out their store too, tacticalblack.com. It's the home of Tactical Black. Brady Entertainment.
I heard one thing about Bridget's.
Yeah.
You were the first guy to order a veggie platter.
I got a veggie platter. Well, I asked the bartender, I said, what's something I can eat here that isn't going to make me take a huge in the next 38 minutes? And she goes, nothing. And then she reached towards her butt and she went, and I'm like, and And I said, what would you eat? Because she was in shape. And she said, the veggie plate's pretty good. And I'm like, fire that up and try to get the cook not to proceed it. You got it. And it's just a plate with like cut up tomatoes and cucumber. It was perfect.
You know, the guy in the back's just like, is this for a man?
Yeah, hey, I thought because it is very sausage fest at Bridget's. At the Visit the Bridge
That was bold.
Oh, the first thing I heard when I walked in, there's a dude who looks like steroid Mr. Clean, and he's at the end of the bar, and two other guys in Dodger hats are talking, and the first words I heard when I walked in was, you don't just wake up thinking, today I'm going to suck it. Like, this place is awesome. They were arguing over how you can raise your kids to not be gay.
Your neighbors might disagree with them on that.
Completely.
On that comment,
I disagreed with it immediately. Well, sometimes, and that's what I said. But the guy's argument was like, I'm going to train my son and raise him to know that that's just not acceptable. I'm going to train him not to want us to suck. And there was one lady in there, and she's laughing, sitting next to me, and I'm like, if that works, why wouldn't fathers focus on teaching their daughters not to do that? Wouldn't that be like 90% chance she's probably going to do it? So you're wasting your time. Most of the boys aren't going to. They're paranoid about nothing. And I'm like, this bar might be the coolest place I've ever been. Because the other guy's like, come on. You can't raise – if your kid's gay, you can't raise him to not. Oh, the hell you can't. Scare him. It's not a choice, but you can talk him out of it. And I'm like, this is great stuff. So visit the bridge.
They got camps.
Might have to Uber up there. It's a little far for me. The other one was more convenient, but I'm not allowed in there anymore. So
Mark McGuire still won't let you in, huh?
She'd let me in. You know when I choose to use my money elsewhere.
Yeah, as you should.
Yeah.
Vote with your dollars, Jeremy.
That's right, Jeremy. Brady, go ahead.
Britney Spears' father, Jamie, has agreed to step down from her conservatorship.
Fireworks start now. Fireworks start now. She's going to lose it. If she's in charge of it.
No, it's somebody else. It's just not her dad.
No, she'll get another financial planner.
But that's different than a conservator who approves
she's free.
everything.
Yeah, she's
if
free.
she's free to touch her own money, 7 judges have said, no. And as much as the public thinks they know about Britney's situation and free Britney and all that, there's a reason 7 judges have said, don't let her touch it. Something's not going on there. So now that you let her have it, Katie, bar the door. You're going to see.
Who cares? It's her money. If she wants to go broke and wind up being a crack whore, then she becomes a crack whore.
Because then you get into that whole thing about like we didn't see that she had mental things and everything else. Now everybody in the area is negligent. Now
The
there's
predators
lawsuits
out there that are swooping in on the money.
and then people will get
Lawsuits from
sued.
who?
Oh, you can get sued for that kind. When you get a lot of money, there's lawyers all over the place looking for people who are vultures. And then you get vultured, and then somebody goes, why did you let – and so you sue the judge that gave that thing away, and you sue the people who said she had a mental illness and nobody looked into it. It's too many avenues, too much money. You've got to have somebody looking out for
Lawyers
it.
suck.
Lawyers are actually right in this case. I mean, they're doing the right thing. But what sucks is the family isn't getting any credit for saying, hey, maybe we're mismanaging some of it, but it's none of your business. She's not capable of handling her money. It's making her insane. There's a mental health problem with Britney. No one's talking about it.
But that mental health problem might be the fact that her dad's still controlling her at the age of 40.
Possibly, but there also could be the reason her dad's still controlling her because since she's been 25, she's been a little off. This girl has never been normal.
She wasn't raised to be
she
normal.
married?
No, she wasn't. Not
She's
at
been
all.
a teen,
She's been
a
married
child
before.
star.
So they had to
That's
approve that.
The
more or
parents
less,
did
or-
that. They caused that mental illness.
I don't know if they caused it.
What child star comes out? How often does a child star come out? Like
Jason Bateman.
Normal? Yeah, does that
There's
really
a few.
count?
Sure it does. He was around as a real little. He was on Silver Spoons for
DiCaprio.
Yeah, that's right.
DiCaprio. There's some.
Todd Bridges.
Yeah, Todd Bridges is a solid.
Wait a second.
Gary Coleman
I
did
remember
great.
something about Todd Bridges.
He paid for it. He paid for his childhood crime. Sure, he killed the guy. Big whoop. He's out now, and he paid for it.
Yeah, he did his time. Leave him alone.
No.
Learned.
The Britney thing is definitely kind of like somehow our business.
It's TMZ's wet dream.
It is.
Man.
It really is.
They want this to happen.
Yep.
TLC is airing a Long Island meeting where the psychic Teresa Caputo is healing heroism through 9/11. She's channeling the spirits of people that died
That's too far, man.
That's
I'm fine
sickening.
with bilking
Yeah.
people,
and sitting
whatever,
there with
but
the
that's too
families
far.
of
That's
the
sick.
victims, basically.
That's bad.
Yeah.
Her and that big hair of hers has got to go.
Yeah. She's hard to tolerate.
Another Home Alone movie is coming to Disney Plus
I hope it's
on
Macaulay
November
Culkin.
12th. It's called Home Sweet Home Alone. It'll star Kenan Thompson and Ellie Kemper and Rob Delaney.
Out of ideas.
Sounds
Yeah.
sucky
So
already.
the whole movie is about a kid being home alone, and then they don't cast a kid.
Oh, there'll be a kid. These are the
It's
people
about
that are supposed
it's
to
about
draw.
the adults
yeah.
now?
Yeah. I don't know what it is.
Sean Penn, I guess, is really pushing that unvaccinated people need to stay out of the theaters because he held a screening of his new movie Flag Day at the Directors Guild of America. Thank the audience for being vaccinated there, and it should continue if you want to go into a theater.
Yep, it's going to be fights.
Show your papers.
And finally, hurry, Brady.
That's it.
That's it?
Yeah.
You're all done?
Yeah, I knew it.
You quit on that last one.
Slow news day.
You had that a second page, and that's it. I'm done. I quit.
Simone Biles got bit by a German Shepherd.
That's right.
A what, Brady?
An Alsatian.
That's right. She was bitten by a dog.
Evidently, she showed the dog the bronze medal, and it bit her on the
You know what
finger.
the dog's name is? Quitter.
Yeah.
Bad quitter. Bad. That's what people yelled at her. There was a big fight in her front yard. Quitter, stop. Bad quitter. It's 9:33. Let's play them Guadalupe Squares. We got that, and we'll get the heck out of here. But today, pretty good stuff we got going on. We've got Sebastian Maniscalco, who's here tonight. We got your tickets for that. We can hand those over if you want that. And, some other stuff. But that's the prize. If you don't like it, Brett will hook you up with something else. But you're getting Sebastian Maniscalco tickets, and those things are gangbusters. They're huge. Those are good. There's a couple other things I don't want to mention because I don't want to give you choices to make you start thinking you got options.
No.
We give you what you get. But if you throw
you'll
a little,
like it.
Yeah. If you throw a little bit of a fit, there's a second prize.
Maybe.
Depends on your attitude.
Depends on how I feel.
Depends on Brett and how he feels about you.
It's a smack in the mouth.
Hey, watch your back. It's 9:34. Let's do it. Guadalupe Squares coming up. 585-9800. We need a girl. We need a boy. They're next. It's 98.
The best the world has to offer in music, drama, and comedy.
You've been listening to Holmberg's Morning Sickness Podcast, brought to you by our friends at Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meet, mesquite, repeat. Eric'sFamilyBBQ.com.